Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Patriot Coin Reviews. My name is Quentin Allen and I will be your host today on Patriot Coins and Bills. Today I would like to discuss the 1942p War Nickel in detail. To get started, the 1942p War Nickel was a war nickel that means that it was minted during World War II era that was made out of 35% silver. Whenever the war efforts caused copper and nickel to be scarce and needed to be used for wartime efforts, we had to use silver to supplement that in nickels. The 1942p War Nickel had 57,900,600 approximately nickels minted. And since it's a P nickel, it was minted at Philadelphia. The composition of the 1942p War Nickel, just like any other War Nickel, is 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. The obverse, which is the front of the coin, shows President Jefferson, and the reverse shows his home, Monticello. Here's an example of a 1942p War Nickel that I have in my collection. As you can see, the 1942p War Nickel has a interesting patina, just like any other war nickel, thanks to the silver content. They tend to tarnish, and in circulation they tend to have this kind of look. Mine is a well-worn example, so I will show you an uncirculated example in a minute. The 1942, which is the date, is right here, as you can see my cursor. And the obverse also reads, "In God we trust and liberty," with President Jefferson in the middle. The reverse is the same as as the 2000s. It is the same as a normal Jefferson nickel, except for the mint mark, which is located right here instead of on the front. This or on the back for older models right here. They indicated the change in composition by putting the mint mark in a large font at the top above the Monticello. So if you ever find a nickel that has the mint mark directly above the Monticello, like this, that means that it's a war nickel and that it has 35% silver, whereas normal nickels do not have any silver in them. This is an example from my collection. And here is the same coin at a different angle, just to give you guys a reference. Whenever you find a 1942p war nickel in coin roll hunting, it's pretty awesome. I would give it a 9 out of 10 Wheaties of hype for whenever you find it in circulation, because these actually contain silver, guys, and they're actually the only nickels. The wartime nickels were the only nickels that have ever had silver in them. Some pros of finding a war nickel, specifically in 1942, are the fact that it's silver, just like all other war nickels, as well as the fact that it's from the World War II era, which is rich in history, and that the mint mark for war nickels makes them easier targets, so that you can easily find them when you're coin roll hunting and looking through your change. A few of the cons of war nickels is just simply the fact that they don't have good eye appeal, usually, thanks to the fact of the silver content, which makes them tarnish easily. They also have a color that's very different thanks to the tarnishing that causes non-collectors like tellers at banks and cashiers to grab them and trade them in for normal currency, which makes them more difficult to find and easier, like I said, easier targets for us, but also easier targets for people who don't actually collect. They also only have 35% silver, whereas other coins from that era, from the 1940s era, such as dimes and quarters and half dollars, they're 90% silver, even though that you can find a war nickel probably more often than you can a silver dime, quarter, or half dollar from that era. Here's an example of a 1942p war nickel that is in an uncirculated or near uncirculated condition. As you can see, it looks exactly like mine, only it's way nicer. This is an example of a war nickel that has not tarnished, where doesn't have that green black look, and it's actually still got the original mint luster. So the value of a 1942p war nickel in December of 2019 ranges quite a bit based on condition, just like any other coin. Keep in mind that these values are only for reference, and that really it's whatever you can get people to pay for it. And also keep in mind that since this contains silver, that it will fluctuate based on silver price. So here are the prices. For good, which is known as G4, $1.15, VG8, $1.42, fine, $1.69, very fine, $2.21, extremely fine, $2.70, about uncirculated is $3.41, uncirculated MS is $7.41, and brilliant uncirculated will fetch you a whopping $21. So I hope that you enjoyed today's episode and edition of Patriot Coin Review. If you did, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can watch more of my future content. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, as it will help the YouTube algorithm to be able to promote this content. Thank you. Have a great day.